I'm gonna do a team workout with Laura. Who can say that?
Hi, my name is Laura and I'm a CrossFit athlete and we are at my gym in Hungary.
Nice.
Yeah, I be in my head late at night just contemplating all of my goals. Like will I fold or will I chase them? I got adversity, two options, I can handle it purposefully.
Ahoj všichni, já vás všechny hrozně moc vítám u nového videa. Moje jméno je Lucka Minářová, jsem česká reprezentantka ve vzpírání a taky tvůrkyně obsahu. No a teďka momentálně se nacházíme v Budapešti na jednom velice speciálním místě. Je to gym Laury Horváth, ze kterou dneska i budu trénovat celý den. Tohleto video bude opravdu o tom, jak zvládnu jako někdo, kdo už rok nedělal crossfit, přežít její tréninkový den, který bude obsahovat 2 sessions. Jsem strašně zvědavá, kam nás dnešek přivede. Kromě toho, že budeme makat, tak já na Lauru mám připravený i nějaké otázky, které se trénování týkají, které se týkají crossfitu, spírání a tak dál. Prostě čeká nás toho spousta. A ještě jedna důležitá věc, celý tohleto video bude v angličtině, ale určitě se nebojte, všechno bude otitulkovaný, takže tomu určitě budete rozumět a jdeme se do toho pustit.
It's really simple. We're just gonna do some like bike to warm up a little bit, like 5 minutes easy bike, and then I have a routine that I usually do, like activation, a little bit of like warm up. That routine I do. I usually don't write it out because I do it every day. And then it's 5 rounds, 15 calorie row into 10 box jumps, and then 5 shoulders overheads. Pretty simple. With 55 kilos, you can go lighter, heavier, whatever. It's like easy pace.
Okay.
So really, like I've been really like taking my time.
Okay.
This session this week, like the CrossFit session is, I didn't push as hard. I did whatever I felt like, and then there is some leg accessory like box step ups and RDLs, and then we will do some core afterwards.
Okay.
Which I will decide what we do.
It looks like I can survive.
Yeah, it's not much. And then in the afternoon we just do. I have some back squat snatches and I think power clean and jerks.
Nice. I'm very looking forward for that.
Yeah.
And are your trainings lighter now because of the competition you had?
Yeah. It's just like a getting back into week. Like
Laura said that, good for me, she has like a little bit lighter week in the training. So it looks like I will survive the first CrossFit session. But she has 2 sessions for today. The first one is going to be CrossFit and the second one is going to be more like a weightlifting technique of weightlifting. So good for me also. So yeah, let's do the first session. And was it always your dream to be like a professional athlete since you started CrossFit?
actually it was not like a professional athlete, but I always wanted to be an athlete. I started with rock climbing and then I got into CrossFit when I was 17, 18 years old. So, and then when I started CrossFit, my goal was not to be a professional athlete, but my goal was to like be the best athlete possible, like the best CrossFitter. So, kind of yes.
And you made it. That's cool. It's so cool.
Yeah. I usually do this for 45 seconds, so we're just gonna, I don't know, have a conversation in the meantime. Just like feel your squats.
Yeah,
engage.
I can feel.
Yeah? Good.
It's like a wall sit.
Yeah, without the wall. But we're gonna do also wall sits. Put your upper back on the edge, and then one leg up, and then just 10 like elevated glute bridges basically, each side.
This is in my routine also for the weightlifting.
Yeah?
Yeah, I do every single time because my butt sometimes doesn't want to help me in my weightlifting, so I have to reactivate.
When I was in my teens, I didn't really enjoy warming up, but I still did something.
And is this your routine like every single training, or it's based on what exercises you have in the training?
Usually when I have like squats or like lower body and weightlifting, I do this. Obviously, it's not linear.
Hey!
Now it's mom. It's a dog hip thrust.
Yeah. Do you want to do 5 rounds? You do 5 rounds, I do 5 rounds like separately, or you want to go like, we could do I go, you go?
That would be nice. You are going to rest a lot.
Yeah, that's okay. So we only need then one of each, one of everything.
Okay.
And then we can share.
I'm going to do a team workout with Laura. Who can say that? You're going to do strict press?
No.
Okay, so looks like Laura didn't drip a sweat at all. She went faster than me. I'm here drying on the box. I actually felt a lot how different it is now when I don't do CrossFit. Oh, this would be my very favorite workout by then.
Yeah, this was also weightlifter friendly workout. Legs, a little bit of heart rate elevation, but still.
I could feel my legs already on the row. I was like, what the fuck?
Good, because we're gonna do some more legs now.
Yay.
But it's like strength accessory. It's exactly the same. Yeah, step ups, but it's like you do an extra step. So we're gonna use dumbbells. We'll see, everyone can pick their own weight. And then you do one step up, and then you lift the opposite up. So you do, I think it's 12. So you do 6 with right leg.
And then 6.
And then when you're done with 6, you do 6 with the left leg. Ideally, you do the step ups and the RDLs, and then you rest.
Are you using the straps?
Yeah.
I will also.
Yeah.
If there is something weak on my body, it's my grip.
We will probably go heavier than this.
Yeah, let's see. And did I grab it? I fall on my head on the box. I'm still tired from the workout.
Sorry about the lock situation. You really should have had breakfast.
Yeah, but Christoph said, you know, to have a
Don't
coffee.
listen to Christoph.
He said Laura has only a coffee, so I had to have only a coffee.
At least a banana you should have
I'm
had.
not cheating. Well, used to be easier, I would say it like that. But to be honest, I'm very happy Laura didn't have like her heavy week, because I cannot imagine how I would be feeling after, you know, like some really long, hard workout full of skills. So I think I lucked out. And then it was nice. You know, I'm not gonna lie, like I'm very living my dream at the moment, training with her. So yeah, I'm full of very good endorphins, and it was nice to get sweaty. So we are going to do EMOM of my very favorite plank, and then it's going to be 45 seconds each minute and 15.
Yeah.
45 seconds and
We're gonna start right, left, middle.
Oh, okay.
Right, left,
we are going
middle.
to change. Let's go.
Right, left, middle. 3 rounds of that.
So 15 seconds each variation. Okay, that sounds better.
Now they're back at it.
And then are we going to stretch after a little bit?
Guys, we're gonna do one workout. It's core workout there.
Cuki vagy. But these are so nice. Can you even get those in Europe? No, right?
I mean, you can order them, but the shipping and the taxes or whatever is so much.
Do you feel like, you know, the pressure, not only like on you, but also on your performance from, you know, media or your fans and other, does it influence you maybe in your mental health, like in competitions?
I'd say now it doesn't, but when I was younger, it definitely did. Like now I'm secure in myself, and like I know myself enough to not let those things affect me negatively or positively, to be honest. But obviously sometimes it gets to you. Like when you hear stuff about yourself, or like all these expectations or this extra pressure, even if you think it doesn't, it does still affect you a little bit. But I think I'm pretty good at it now, but as a teenager, or when I started, when I was like 20, 21 years old, I think it did affect me.
Do you have like some mental coach or someone you work or you have worked on your like maybe mental health, you know, and the self-talk?
Yeah, but I don't.
Never?
No, never. I never had one.
You think you never needed it? Like, because
no, I think I would needed it, but I think at the time when I would need it, it was like, not a taboo subject, but it was something that wasn't so out there. It was before everyone was openly talking about it. So I didn't even think about I need one. But I think when I was in my 19 to like 23, 24, I would really benefited from one. I wouldn't go through that much hard time in my life if I had someone, you know.
And for example, if there was someone like competing in CrossFit or weightlifting, and then they are a very stressing person, I can put myself as an example, because I think stress for me is like the thing that takes the most of me actually in the competition. So would you have some advice for a person like this, like coming to the floor, you know? Is there some like maybe routines or affirmations you have?
Like I didn't learn it, but I do talk to myself. Even in weightlifting or CrossFit, not during, but like before I go into the platform, I can't tell you what I say because I usually don't remember, but it's like something about I'm strong, I lifted it, I can already do this, like just like positive things. Yeah, I think those things are just like think positively, like talk to yourself kindly and nicely, and and that's gonna benefit you, because it's really important how and what you tell yourself. Because if you put yourself down, you say negative things, and those are going to affect your performance or how you feel and like everything.
And you ever feel like stressed when you go to the
competition but
floor?
Stress is normal. I think stress is really good because that means you care. And I try to use stress positively, so like use it as like it's excitement, it's like it's the nerves, but once I'm on the platform, I can somehow use it positively. So it's not like affecting me, the stress, negatively, but it's something that helps me perform even better.
That's nice. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to, because I have a mental coach and we are trying to transform this like, oh, stress, I'm scared of the stress. Make it like, oh, stress, that's going to help me lift more or perform better.
Exactly.
And you said like, you train a lot, right? You train 10 times at least a week?
I train like, so I train up to 7 days, I train 6 days a week, and every day it's 2 sessions. Thursday is, I try to finish by like 11 or 12. So I have a swimming in the early morning, and then I usually have like either like a long bike ride or a long run or something light cardio-ish. And the other days I have 2 sessions, sometimes 3, it depends which part of the season we are in. But when it's 3 sessions, it's 3 shorter sessions, or I have like 2 gym sessions and the third one is like a run or something like that. So I train, what is it, like 12 times?
Wow. And then if you don't want to answer this, we can like, you know, cut it out. But I wondered, have you ever, as a woman, had a problem with maybe like your hormonal health or your period in the past? Or is it something maybe you still have to think of?
Not right now, I don't think about it right now. Thankfully, everything works, but I did have issues with it. I think a lot of people have a lot of issues with it. Like, but for me, it was really good. Like, I never had like any, you know, like pains or cramps or stuff like that. It's just like the having and not having a period was an issue.
Yeah, that's very often an issue. And what I like see very often is that the girls, they just accept it. You know, they are just
and
like,
they don't talk about it, and they don't go to their, I don't know what's it called,
gynecologist.
Gynecologist, exactly.
Yeah.
Or like checkups, and like I think it's very important.
Yeah, it is.
And it shouldn't be like a taboo subject.
Is there a big difference in your training, like season off season? You know, if you have like a some big competition and then after?
The intensity is obviously different. Or like on the off season, I can work on things that I actually want to work on, because when in CrossFit there's so many movements and so many things that you need to work every single day to fit in the week or like the 24 hours. So in the off season, if I don't know, if I need to build strength, or if I want to build my endurance better, or I want to work on something gymnastics or technique, like you can do that, and you have like blocks for that. So definitely my training is not always like what's on the CrossFit.com, you know, like these high intense whatever, like
every single day,
every single week is a Fran or like a Karen or like a, you know, all those workouts. So yeah. And also, I also learned this the hard way, but more is not better. And also, high intensity is great, but if you are a regular person and not trying to compete, or even if you try to compete, it's very important to, like, not every session you need to kill yourself. Usually those are the sessions that probably benefit you more when you don't, like, walk out dragging your feet because you are so dead. Like,
yeah. That's what I think a lot of people don't realize, and I see it a lot, especially in Czech, because there's a lot of people who want to be at your level, and you know, they want to train, for example, like more. You or like the other athletes, but they don't realize that you don't have a 9-to-5 job you have to go to, and then you have the physiotherapist, and you know, meal coming to your gym, and etc. And they train 6 a.m. for 2-3 hours. They train at 7 p.m. for 2-3 hours because they need to do the, you know, the volume as the CrossFit.
But in between, I go home and rest. I get a massage. You know, I fuel my body, and I don't sit at the desk and work, or I don't do whatever job they do. Yeah,
that's what they don't realize. And now you are coming to the off season. What's going to be the thing you want to work on right now? You said, you know, that you can choose if there is an off season. You can choose your off season. Basically, it's hard in CrossFit because there are so many competitions. You could compete every weekend, but yeah, I have to talk to my coach about that. I'm not sure what we're gonna work on, you know. And now when we finish the training, how your routine looks like now, after training?
Like usually, I go home, I rest, I eat lunch or whatever, like I eat, and then I come back to the gym around 3:30, and I have one more session, and then I go home, eat dinner, go walk my dog in the meantime or something. So it's pretty boring.
Okay, and then you take care of how much food you intake? For example, do you track your calories, or it's just more like intuitive?
Yes, it's intuitive. There was a time when I checked, but I don't know, it ended up being more like, I don't know, I got too fixated on it, so I didn't really enjoy tracking it. So now I kind of know what I eat and how much in what, like how much carbs or fat, or like I try to have carbs, fat, and protein in one plate when I have a bigger meal. So I think I'm pretty good with what I need. I think that's why girls have issues with food, because they get so obsessive with it. Like, this is good food, this is bad food, I can eat it, I cannot eat that one, but I still want to eat the food that I'm not supposed to. So it's just like...
Yeah, very restrictive.
And then you eat it, and then you feel guilty about why you ate it. So it's like a spiral.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we are back in the gym for the session number 2, which is going to be weightlifting, but in a few we are going to meet Laura, and she's going to show me what she prepared for the session number 2, or what her coach prepared for session number 2. If you want to know what we did in between those 2 sessions, then check out the other video I did, because there you can see all day what I did based on Laura's routine. And now let's get back to training.
So basically we're going to do like a lifting session. We're going to do some back squats into some snatch primers. It's like muscle snatch, like for technique. And then we're going to do snatch 4 times 2 at 70 plus. So we're going to start the first set at 70, and then if we feel like, we go higher. If we don't, we don't. Or
is it percent or the kilos?
Kilos. Yeah, I write everything down in kilos.
Okay.
I calculate it, so I don't have to think about it. And then we're going to do also some extra technique work, hang squat snatch, for like speed, and then at just 45 kilos, and then power clean into 2 split jerks, 5 sets of 1 plus 2 between 90 and 95 kilos, and then finish with some clean pulls, and then do some accessory.
Perfect. I'm just thinking probably some kilos I will, because your maxes are higher than my maxes, so if
it shouldn't be like a very, very heavy day.
Okay,
like
so this for me would be like 90%.
Yeah, no, then not.
Okay. So I will just go maybe 10 kilo, 5 kilo lighter.
Yeah, we can share a bar, and then we can just work around it.
Okay, one day I will be as strong maybe.
I'm sure you will, yeah.
Okay, I cannot wait. This is what I like. Going to squat and weightlift with Laura. It's so crazy, so crazy. I'm very excited, as you can see.
hard as a brick, but I'm harder than all of this. You better move, you might get knocked out. Knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out. Knocked out.
I was really trying to keep up with Laura with the weight, and then I asked her about her 1 rep max for back squat. It's 160. So I decided not to keep up. Mine is only 135, so her percentage very different from mine. But I was trying for you guys. I was trying, you know, really train like Laura by every single rep, weight, but there is some ways I can influence now.
Watch out, get ahead, watch out, get ahead, watch out, get ahead. Watch out, set it up, bet you I shut it down, watch out, get a win. I don't think they really want to come.
So from the back squat, we already moved to do some snatches, and I can actually really tell that my legs did something in the morning. Since I'm not used to having 2 sessions in a day, the back squat was like, my quads were like, what the fuck are you doing? We are not used to that. But now we are going to snatch a little bit. We did some muscle snatches, and now we are going to do regular squat snatches.
Need all the wins, yeah. Ain't no L's, I gotta get a no call and quits, yeah. Gotta keep on moving no matter how hard it gets, yeah. Better move out the way, cause I'm coming with harder hits. My head is as hard as a brick, but I'm harder than all of this. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. My heart on my sleeve. Shield my greed. That's how I get it. Success ain't no giving. Some days I don't hit, I don't sleep. When I'm focused, I'm dangerous. Down, wonder when I'm anxious. Ain't no limit till I tank. I'm running on fumes. The opposition don't amaze. The roads racing through the pavement. Get your hands out of my bag. I know that's because I've been in it.
So we just finished more heavy snatches. It should be like what, 70–80% of your max, something like that. And now we are moving for more like a technique work. It's gonna be lighter weight, and Laura is gonna show me what we're gonna do.
Watch out, get ahead. Watch out, set it up. Bet you I shut it down. Watch out, get a win. I don't think they really wanna come against the one that got a finger run up in on a grenade. I ain't never been there when you think you compare. I'm a line, but the one up on the cage. I need all the wins, yeah. Ain't no L's, I gotta get a no call and quits, yeah. Gotta keep on moving no matter how hard it gets, yeah. Better move out the way, cause I'm coming with harder hits. My head is as hard as a brick, but I'm harder than all of this. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You.
Okay, so basically we are now going for the last like strength part of the training, which is gonna be clean high pulls, 3 sets of 3. Like a finisher, and but I think then we have some accessory, right? So we are not ending. Not yet.
Need all the wins, yeah. Ain't no L's, I gotta get a no call and quits, yeah. Gotta keep on moving no matter how hard it gets, yeah. Better move out the way, cause I'm coming with harder hits. My head is as hard as a brick, but I'm harder than all of this. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. My heart on my sleeve, stress, shield my greed. That's how I get it. Success ain't no giving. Some days I don't hit, I don't sleep.
Saturday morning is here. I hope you guys didn't think we are already ending this video, because Laura invited us to join her for her morning track session. So let's get into running. The plan is some running and then to get some breakfast and some coffee in some shop nearby, because we didn't get to have a breakfast yesterday together, so we are gonna do it today. Let's go running. Nice. Probably very different pace, but now I sound like 8 to 10 steps. You are going to do 2 rounds?
I'm going to 2 loops and then rest for 2 minutes. So a round is going to take me maximum 5, maybe 5, 10.
I'm thinking like I'm not going to run that fast,
yeah.
But I think I will run the same time as you,
yeah,
you know? So I will maybe have a lower space, but speed, but I will keep like I will keep watching you, and when you stop, I stop.
Perfect. We're going to start there. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
This is how you can tell a big difference between a CrossFitter and a weightlifter. like in the weights it was not that big difference, but here I'm no runner. I run like twice times in the last year, and you can see she was like phew, way ahead, but it was fun. I enjoyed. I like cardio, so this was fun.
Nice.
Whenever I was running here, when there was the people standing, I was just like, I don't want, but they're watching. I cannot stop now. Okay, so track session is over, and now we get some reward, and it's gonna be a brunch. Okay, so Laura, thank you so much for training with me. It was really a pleasure. I want to say it was super fun, and I really enjoyed training together. And I'm really happy that you had lighter sessions today. Because
I'm glad you came.
Yeah, thank you so much. I think if it wasn't for the lighter sessions, I would be probably dead. Yeah, I can already feel like
that's okay.
I'm not
but
used
you don't
to.
do 2 sessions a day, so that's
Yeah.
different. And one of them was a little CrossFit-y, so that's different.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed.
Thank you so much, and thank you also for watching this video. If you really liked, put a thumbs up, and see you in the next one. Bye!
Bye!